The pace was a little hotter in the Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge. We pick up the action on stage 3 in the vast Rub al Khali Desert. Starting 6th on the road for the 289-kilometre stage through the towering dunes, Sam Sunderland passed passage controls behind his rivals on the track, but well ahead on stage times. By the end of the day, he held a 3-minute lead over Chilean rider Pablo Quintanilla, the reigning world champion. Frenchman Pierre-Alexandre René knew it would be difficult to open the stage. The Husqvarna rider was 5th, behind the leading duo, KTM's Matthias Walkner and Honda's Paulo Goncalves. Walkner had a 1-minute time penalty for speeding in a controlled zone. That meant he lost the overall lead to Goncalves at the start of the day. Qatar's Nasser Salah Al Attiyah stormed to another stage victory, increasing his lead. Al Attiyah and French co-driver Mathieu Baumel led through the cooler and windier conditions in their overdrive racing Toyota Hilux. The Qatari now led the Peugeot 3008 DKR of Khalid Al Qasimi by 40 minutes. Al Qasimi lost time when he became bogged in the dunes. He had to deflate the tyres before he could get going again. After that, he took a wrong turn and needed time to get going in the right direction. Khalid Al Jafla produced a solid drive to be 3rd quickest in his V8 Chevrolet. Russian Mini driver Vladimir Vasiliev had to withdraw at the end of the stage with a back injury. The 250-kilometre stage 4 was the last of the loops through the Rub al Khali Desert. It started between Mazira and Madinat Zayed before heading southwest and then turning east to Al Birer. The scene was set for a dramatic showdown on the bikes. And victory on stage 4 went to Honda rider Kevin Benavides. However, the Argentinian had already lost his chance for the overall win due to clutch problems on stage 3. Where you finished the stage decided the start order for the final day, so it was a tactical battle between the front runners. Paulo Goncalves led Matthias Walkner, Pierre-Alexandre René, Sam Sunderland and Pablo Quintanilla. It would be a tough final day for the Portuguese.
On the first overall right now, and I start behind all the other top 4 or 5 guys, for sure I'm happy and I'm in really good condition to achieve the final victory. But right now with this strategy system on this race, I'm in not a good starting position because I'm first overall, but all the other 3 guys start behind me, and if happen like in the other days before, normally they arrive with me, and if this happen, I start to be behind them again. So let's try to push fast as possible to try arrive in front.
Nasser Salah Al Attiyah extended his lead on 4 wheels to a commanding 1 hour and 46 minutes over Khalid Al Qasimi, despite the tricky conditions. Co-driver Mathieu Baumel explained.
Yes, the wind is a little bit problem for me yesterday because as soon as one car or one bike pass, the wind bring the sand into the track and you cannot see anything. So it's like you are alone in the desert, and sometimes it's a little bit scary.
Khalid Al Jafla was holding 4th place. Part of the stage was along the Saudi frontier and the dunescape south of Morib before finishing west of Hamim. A broken drive shaft cost Khalid Al Qasimi over an hour, but he held on to 2nd place. Czech driver Martin Prokop was on course for a career best finish. The former WRC driver set the 4th quickest time and held 3rd overall in his Ford F-150. He confirmed just how tough it had been.
They said yesterday on the briefing it will be nicest stage. So now I understand what is the nicest for them. It was really, really difficult. A lot of dunes and big drops and big uphill, downhill. We get stuck like 4 times. We had to take the car out. But in the end we are here, and we lost some minutes, but not an hour. So I'm happy to be here.
The final stage of the Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge when we return.
People might wonder what this is all about, what we are all about. It might seem complicated to explain. At the end, it all comes down to a simple analogy. Compare it to the air displaced by the flapping of a butterfly's wings. Small, seemingly inconsequential changes can have huge effects. It all boils down to hundredths of a second. The tiny, irreducible difference between success and failure.
The last day of the Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge, and Nasser Al-Attiyah appeared to be cruising to victory. The Qatari was caught out on a quick section and launched the Toyota Hilux into a heavy roll. The crew frantically tried to make repairs, but it opened the door for Khalid Al-Qasimi to grab a last-minute victory. Al-Qasimi and navigator Khalid Al-Kendi had put their previous day's troubles behind them and were pushing hard to the finish. It all depended now on whether Al-Attiyah could keep the battered Toyota going to the finish line. Al-Qasimi did his bit, setting the quickest time on the stage, which kept the pressure on Al-Attiyah. Martin Prokop delivered a career-best performance in this discipline of rallying. He finished the stage 41 minutes and 26 seconds behind Al-Qasimi. The V8 Ford produced an impressive sight and sound over the dunes. Mohammed Abu Issa enjoyed a successful transition from racing on a quad to being competitive in a car. The Qatari was third in his Mini, all for racing. While the frontrunners were speeding through the 220-kilometre stage, Nasser Al-Attiyah and Mathieu Baumel were just keeping their Toyota Hilux going. And with it, the chance to win the Desert Challenge. On 2 wheels, Honda's Paulo Goncalves began the last stage with a 34-second lead. Dakar champion Sam Sunderland produced a stunning ride on his KTM 450 Rally to seal the stage win and earn his first Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge victory. Sunderland delivered a masterclass through the crucial opening kilometres. Even though Pablo Quintanilla overtook Mohamed Jafar early on, Sunderland passed both Jafar and Mohamed Al Balushi. He was 3 minutes 17 seconds quicker than Quintanilla by PC1, 88 kilometres into the stage. Victory was now the Englishman's to lose over the closing kilometres. Pablo Quintanilla bounced back from recent career setbacks to claim second place on his Husqvarna. He eventually finished 6 minutes and 14 seconds behind Sunderland. Austrian Matthias Walkner won the battle with Paulo Goncalves for third place. Starting 8th on the road was an obvious advantage for Sunderland, and the Dubai-based rider's strategy paid off with a deserved win. After his Dakar victory, his aim this year is to win the World Championship, and after 2 rounds, he's on top of the points table. As the bikes finished the stage, it was the end of the road for Nasser Al Attiyah's Toyota. After trying to continue for a short while, he had to retire the damaged car at PC1. And that meant the Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge win was confirmed for Khalid Al-Qasimi in his Peugeot 3008 DKR.
For us, it was from the beginning and from day one, we said that we are in a big learning curve, especially going with the factory car. It's double effort that you want to really to improve and learn more. With all the obstacles and problems happened the last few days, stopping the stage with getting stuck in the sand. You know, it's a 2-wheel drive that's so obvious. It will catch you sometime in one of these days. Having a broken drive shaft, stopping the stage and to repair it. We lost a heap of time, but we still kept the confidence that we can do something. It's never end. It's whatever happened to us, it can happen to another drivers. And we decided today to push with a balance where I feel good, I would really push, and where I feel the stage can be bad, I need to back off because I might have the same problems. So the balance strategy went really good because I started as 6th in the road and I started passing all the drivers. By the end, for sure, when I came, I know that I won the stage because I was the first driver to arrive to the finish. But I was seeing a lot of people jumping that they told me you won the rally also. So that's a really good news. It's not, as I said, it's not only for myself as an Emirati, since this event from 25 years being in the part of the World Championship, never as an Emirati won their event, so first time. The good thing because it is in Abu Dhabi, and because the team is Abu Dhabi team, and because the driver was myself presenting Abu Dhabi in the global motorsport as the sport ambassador, won the rally. So we have a lot of credits today. We have many credits, the team, myself. It's good for Abu Dhabi, it's good for the event itself, good for the sport.
And onto the podium, Sam Sunderland on his KTM 450.
British rider Sam Sunderland.
It's cool, you know, it's a home race if you like. Living in Dubai is the closest one I have to me, and no, really happy the bike and the team were perfect all week, and we had a tough fight, you know. It looks easy on paper, the strategy and things, but really it's not so easy when you're out there. You know, we had really hot temperatures. The first days was around 50 degrees and a lot of people were suffering, and including myself, and but yeah, it went well, you know. Didn't really make any mistakes, and today I started behind, which was the plan, and had to push a lot to catch the time back, and it all worked out, so really happy.
And Khalid Al-Qasimi went to the top of the table in the World Cup for cross-country rallies.
Abu Dhabi Racing.